Welcome to my channel. My name is Ailton Fred, and today
Hi, my name is Pumelela, but you can call me Push.
I'm with Posh, and I have some question to ask Posh. What advice would you give to the youngest about love?
Love is beautiful. I love love. So, I think the first thing you need to understand, especially love in the concept of relationship, there needs to be what I call three types of love: love for yourself,
Yeah.
and your partner needs to love themselves, and then there's a love that the two of you carry, that you are both responsible, and you are responsible for yours and this relationship. But most of the time, people want others to love them for themselves. It's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? I can't love you for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand? But I can love us together and love myself as well. That's my responsibility. But it's about caring and it's about sharing, and that's mainly what I find love to be.
And about relationships, does the right person exist?
The right person is you. If you can shape yourself, you will find the person, because everyone comes with flaws. Everyone comes with something wrong about them, and it's a mission. I suppose it's our all our mission to assist one another in those journeys. So it's to understand that your partner is not someone perfect, but it's someone that you can create perfection with, and you can create a journey with. So that I would definitely recommend. So don't look for someone with perfection. There's no such thing. But together, you create something together. And I think that's more beautiful, to be honest, than finding the right one. No. And if it's the wrong person, say thank you. I think thank you. My heart was broken, but I now know that it can love at least. And let's hope we can love someone else. So yeah.
Okay. Now about depression. Yeah, what do you think? How can someone overcome depression?
Sure, depression arrives in many ways. I think that's the first thing you need to understand. People could be smiling, but they are going through depression. So it's about, for me, as someone who has depression, it's something that I can say to people. There are days where you have to be kind to yourself. And kindness comes with not being hard and mean or wrong. Thank you. Kindness comes with telling yourself that, okay, today I'm not okay. And it's okay not to be okay. And then the other thing about it is that it's an ongoing process. It's not a finished product, unfortunately. So you will have those days come out of nowhere. Hold yourself and surround yourself with people. Or if you want to, don't surround yourself with people. You know what I mean? And by isolating, I'm not saying separate yourself from love, but separate yourself so that you can start loving yourself again and holding yourself. So there are days where I wake up crying and I go, oh, it's one of those days. But then I laugh up at them now because I know it's just one of those days. There are millions of other days that are much better. It's just one of those days.
So now, what about anxiety?
Anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety.
Well, anxiety is something that can somehow be managed because it depends. What is it that makes, first of all, you need to understand what is it that makes you anxious. I know, for example, if I don't have a deadline and I have to hand in something, if I'm making myself constantly, oh, I'm stressed, I have to learn to undo those patterns. But anxiety comes and it goes. Remember, it goes. That's what people need to understand. Ne? So you get, you have all these voices and insecurities about, can I do it? Am I good enough? Am I loved? Am I strong? Can I be brave? Those questions are there, but they're not answers. They're just questions. The answers is in the actions that you take. That's where the answers are. And you have the liberty and the choice to make those actions better. So that's what I think about anxiety, but it's something that I also go with. Yeah.
Now, when we are young,
Yeah.
we are too much afraid about take risk. Like me now. Yeah, I was afraid to come and ask you. So, what do you think about take a risk when we are young? Which concept would you give to the youngest then?
Take them now. Take the risks now. There'll be a time in your life where you've got 30 you're going to be so successful. I can see it already. You'll be holding 30 jobs. Other people are going to be dependent on you. Am I right? You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is take the leaps now because you don't have a lot of accountability yet. And when you're young, you don't have a lot of accountability or responsibility. But to those young people, and I do know that there are young people who take care of families because of circumstances, take the risk as much as you can. If you think you're not good enough, find people who believe in you, number one. Find people who can mentor you and hold on to dreaming. Dream bigger. If you were told that you must aim for 10, aim for 100. You will always reach 80, but you are never going to think you're going to reach 80 because you were aiming for 10. You see what I'm trying to say? So be more ambitious. Like just yesterday, I handed in a proposal somewhere for a budget that I thought,
Okay.
let me try. Why not? If they say no, that's the worst that could happen. That's the worst that could happen. So I say, dream big, take a risk, be brave like you did. And I think you're doing beautifully, and I really wish you all the best.
Thank you. So the last one is, which advice would you give to the youngest about future?
The
About the
future.
future. Yeah.
You're the
Oh.
future.
Yeah.
The future is only going to be made in the now. It's not made by someone else. It's made by your actions now. That's the future. Your future are the decisions and the choices that you make that are positive choices for yourself, for your family, for the loved ones. Choices that take you out of your comfort zone at times, but don't necessarily lose your ethics, if that makes sense. So you can be uncomfortable, but you're not losing who you are at the same time. So those are also important. The future is something that you make, unfortunately. It's not something that someone just gives you. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm a little bit older, so I'm busy trying to work on even in my own future. I still think like a child and go, when I grow up.
I keep telling my mom when I grow up I want to be a dog.
That's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? So it's important to have that kind of mentality of I can always be better. I can always be more. You know what I mean? And it's in actions that you can get there. Unfortunately.
Thank you very much.
Thank
And we're
you.
done.